Hello, everybody. My name is Ben Gromyko. I'm from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. And we're going to get started with our Google Hangout event in about 10 minutes or so. But while I have you on the line, so to speak, we might as well go over a few things. So if you wanted to take one of our courses to be a successful home inspector, we have a home inspection business course, and it's free and open to everyone. And that URL I'd like to share with you. So it's nachi.org/go/3. And that's our home inspection business course. And that is a course that is free and open to everyone. You don't have to be a member of InterNACHI to take that course. So again, that URL is nachi.org/go/3. And we're going to go over a lot of things in that course tonight in just a few minutes. So we're going to wait for about 10 minutes. Officially, the webinar or Google Hangout starts in about 10 minutes. And again, my name is Ben Gromyko. I'm from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. We are the world's largest organization of residential and commercial property inspectors. And we do a free monthly webinar, inspection webinar, every month. And for this Hangout, we have some the ability for you to ask questions, and I'll try to answer them. On your panel there should be a spot to ask questions, and hopefully you can hear me. And if you can log in and just make comments if you like, or ask questions. I probably won't be able to answer them all, because there's about 400 or 500 people registered to attend tonight. So if you have questions, you can ask them. And we'll start in about 9 minutes. So again, while I have you, if you are just logging in and attending the Google Hangout tonight, my name is Ben Gromyko. I'm from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. And just going over a few things. So for those of you who showed up early, we have a lot of things to offer at InterNACHI. One of them is a free home inspection business course. It's free, it's online, and it's open to everyone. You don't have to be a member of InterNACHI to take this home inspection business course. And I'd like to show you the URL. It's nachi.org/go/3. I know that you can't see that on your screen, but it's so small. But it's nachi.org/go/3. And we broke down what it takes to be a home inspector or a successful business owner of a home inspection business down into 17 steps. And at the end of the course, you'll be able to do those 17 steps and be a successful home inspection business or own a successful home inspection business. There's a few other things I'd like to show you as well while we're waiting for the webinar or the Google Hangout event to start in about 7 minutes. It's nachi.org/everything, nachi.org/everything. And let's go there. I'll show you that website. And here we kind of summarized some of the things that you need to be successful. in the home inspection business. And everything you need, we provide. InterNACHI provides. So the first thing you want to do is figure out your state or province specific requirements. So here's a link that you click. So no matter where you're from, we have everything you need. And this will take you to a very large page of the United States, and it goes to other countries as well. And you click any one of those links, and it'll take you to your state-specific requirements to being a home inspector. And then we have a few other things. A inspection agreement system. It's an online electronic agreement system where you develop customized agreements, contracts between you, the inspector, and your client. We have a home inspection business course. We have a way of pricing and billing for your services. We have an article about figuring out what to charge your clients so that your company is profitable. We have a fee calculator to help you calculate the fees that you should be charging. And we also have an ability to provide some legal advice to our members. We also have over 30 certifications to choose from. And we help you with branding your business and helping you market that business. So branding is about who you are and what you have to offer. And marketing is about how do you get that word out to people. And if we scroll down a little bit more, we can help you develop a great InterNACHI certified website. And scroll down a little bit more, we have inspection equipment. You can also accept credit cards. InterNACHI provides the ability for our members to have a free merchant account. A merchant account is what you need to accept credit cards for your business. And we have a ton of education and training. It's all online and free to our members. So the online courses are at, let's see if I can blow this up a little bit more. That's at nachi.org/education. Our videos are at nachi.org/videos. Our webinar videos are at nachi.org/webinar. Our inspection library of articles is at, yep, you guessed it, nachi.org/articles. And those four things provide an enormous amount of curriculum available to you, all online and free to members. And we have courses about writing a fantastic inspection report. And we have a course about writing an inspection report and finding defects and being able to identify and describe and communicate that condition to your client in a report. We have an inspection report checklist. We have free software. We have narratives that go into your software. We have an entire library of narratives available. And we have illustrations, pictures, for example. Let's take a look. So we have hundreds of illustrations, three-dimensional illustrations. And we could take a look at, let's go to roofing. And there's pictures of roofing, so there's some asphalt pictures. Let's take a look at the nailing. So there's an illustration that you can, this one here is low resolution, but you can click this link to get the high resolution image, and you can download that and import it into your inspection report so that when you see an exposed nail head on the roof and it's overdriven, you could describe to your client what an overdriven nail looks like. It's driven too deep and it cuts into the shingle. So there's a few things that InterNACHI offers, and I was just going over those with you for those who show up early for the webinar. So it officially starts in just a few minutes. So we're giving a lot of people some extra time to show up, log on, try to figure out the Google event link and how to play the video that's essentially a live video. It's a bit of a different system for many people to use. And if you log in and you want to ask questions, you may, just by typing in into that panel there that you see your questions. Make your comments, questions, and I'll try to get to them. Although we have about 400 people registered for tonight, so I probably won't be able to answer everyone's question. And so my name is Ben Gromyko. I am the Director of Education at InterNACHI, the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. We are the world's largest organization of residential and commercial property inspectors who perform about 10,000 home inspections every day, and that's just in the United States. So what we do is provide everything an individual needs to run a successful home inspection business. One of those things is actual textbooks that you can order from us. We have PDF downloads of those textbooks. We also have the real thing. We also have books like this. This was written by my brother Nick Gromyko. It's How to Run a Successful Home Inspection Business. Let's see how many pages it is. It's 240 pages long, and I think it's less than $30 you can buy this book. And we'll be talking about a few things during this Google event that's in this book, but I highly recommend ordering this. And you can find that at inspectoroutlet.com. We also have a very popular, it's a marketing piece really. It's, now that you've had a home inspection, it's a home maintenance book that you can give to your clients. And it allows them to learn how to learn how their home works, how to keep it maintained, and how to save energy. So it provides that extra information that you can give to your client after you perform a home inspection. And now that they're the new homeowner, they have to take on responsibility of maintaining their home. And every chapter in here quotes or summarizes, refers to the standards of practice, that standard to which you perform your inspections. So this is a pretty good book, and it's also in both English and Spanish for your Spanish-speaking clients. So let's start the event. This is Google Hangout. Thank you so much for taking your precious time tonight to learn a little bit about running a successful home inspection business and how InterNACHI can help you do that. And if you would like to ask a question, there's a panel on my screen. It's to the right, and you can ask a question at any time. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And my name, again, is Ben Gromyko. I'm from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. We do this hangout every month. It's free. It's open to everyone. Tonight we have about 400 people registered to attend. So thank you. Welcome tonight. And tonight is all about how to run a successful home inspection business. So a little bit about me. I am the Director of Education at InterNACHI, but I was a home inspector for about 13 years in Pennsylvania. My inspection company name was Peach Inspections, like the fruit, Peach Inspections. And we did about 6 to 7 home inspections every day. So at the end of the year, we did hundreds and hundreds of inspections. Because not only did we do home inspections, but we did the ancillary stuff, right? The radon and the mold and the termite. And so I was an owner of a very successful home inspection business in Pennsylvania. And so that's my background. And I'll be commenting on what I know is really important to my business, how I ran my business. And it all comes from this one course that InterNACHI has developed. And I think of it as the hub of a wheel, this one online training course about how to run a successful business. I think of it as the hub of a wheel where all these folks go out to all these different resources that InterNACHI provides. So for every chapter, we'll learn a section of how to run a successful home inspection business, say the marketing chapter. And then we'll branch out to many different resources. Most of them are free. We provide the training course, that's free, and all of the things that branch out from the training course is also available. So we try to provide it online and available for free to our members. The home inspection course itself is at a URL, and it's nachi.org/go/3, the number 3. And let's go there now. And what we're going to do is just go over the various chapters or sections of the course and break it down into about 17 parts. So let's go to that URL. We're at that course page now, but I wanted to type the URL for those who can see the top left. I'm actually trying to magnify the URL, but it's not working over the Google Hangout. So it's, again, nachi.org/go/3. This is a home inspection business course, and it's free and it's open to everyone. You don't have to be a member of InterNACHI to take this home inspection business course. And I think that's amazing, because when I was a business owner, I didn't have this opportunity to take a home inspection business course, a business course online that's specific to running a home inspection business. So here are some video previews of each chapter. So let's just log in to the course. And the first chapter is, do you have what it takes? And that's about understanding that you are a owner of a home inspection business that just happens to do home inspections. You are the entrepreneur. You're the CEO. You're the owner. You're ultimately responsible for everything in your business. And running a business is much more than just completing the home inspection reports at the end of the day. You have to be comfortable with taking risks. You have to be comfortable with being independent and being creative. And you also have to take some time to think, read, learn, talk to other inspectors, and figure out how others have built and are operating successful home inspection companies. So we broke it down into 17 parts. And here are the 17 parts. They are, step 1, choose a business location. You got to choose where you're going to operate as a home inspection business. And when I was operating my home inspection business, for a while, there were parts of my business that were operated out of my garage. But finally, we took the leap to get an office space, which really relieved a lot of things. It was fantastic because it got out of my home, and it got us a place where we can hire employees, train them, and manage an office and manage staff and have equipment like all the radon testing labs. We used electrets, and we needed a specific space for electret testing. And it also allowed us to invite real estate agents and clients to the office. And that was our overhead. For $500 a month, we had a little bit of overhead, but we had a fantastic place to come at the end of the day, download all the reports to the server, and then go home and leave the business at the office. So choosing a business location seems like a simple thing, but it's really a significant, critical decision that is interdependent upon other things of your business. And that's the 17 steps that we broke down. We broke down how to run a successful home inspection business in 17 steps, and they're all related to each other. They all affect one another. The first thing you should really think about is where are you going to operate your business. Starting it in the basement, in the garage, in the office room that used to be a bedroom is a great idea. But eventually, if you really want to grow your business, if you want to partner up, if you want to expand, if you want to subcontract, outsource inspections for overflow, or if you want to hire an employee inspector, you really have to think about choosing the right location. Is it in your home? Is it in your garage? Or is it in an office space that $500 a month? One inspection will pay for an office space. So let's get back to the course that we're reviewing. Oh, here's a question. So for the Now That You've Had a Home Inspection book, is it also available in French? I'm in Montreal. Hi, Gilbert. No, it's not in French, but that is a fantastic idea, and it's always on our list. And we have a marketing team, the InterNACHI marketing team. You probably should call the marketing team if you have not yet. The director of our marketing team is Jessica. Call her up, and she can be your silent partner in how you market your business. She will consult with you on essentially how to brand your business first. And we design all of your marketing pieces, your logo and your marketing pieces. But I digress. So Now That You've Had a Home Inspection book is not in French. It is in Spanish and English. Okay? All right. So I will continue. Keep asking questions, please. So let's see. I'll go back to the course. And the second thing we'll go over is how to write a business plan. I've actually brought my own business plan with me, if you can hear that. Step 3 is choose the right legal structure. Step 4 is choose your business name. Step 5 is understanding the laws and regulations. Step 6 is get some assistance and some training and some marketing. Finance your business, calculating pricing and billing. Step 9 would be using inspection agreements. I'll show you InterNACHI's online inspection agreement. Step 10 would be work on your branding, and then you work on your marketing. They're not the same. And step 12 would be conduct your business online. In this world, you better conduct your business online. It doesn't matter what you sell. You could sell dirt, and you should have a way to conduct your business online. Step 13, provide great customer service. Step 14, hire employees. There's some growth there. Step 15, filing and paying your taxes. Step 16, build your business and hire more help. Kind of builds on step 14. And step 17, get legal help. You really should have 2 people that you hire every once in a while because you'll need them. 2 experts, really. You should have a legal expert that you could that you need along the way as your business goes, and you need a CPA, someone to do your taxes and someone to do your legal work. Ideally, that would be the same company. When I was a home inspector, my CPA and my legal attorney were one and the same company, and so that was a very good. That's a very good idea because those 2 things, how you do your finances, how you do your taxes, how you pay out, is connected to legal issues. So those 2 things are interdependent. So let's go back to the course. This is the Home Inspection Business course that InterNACHI provides for free, and it's online. And I'll write out that URL for you. Let's see if I can do it this way. Just had a thought. InterNACHI.org/ and so that's the URL. It's NACHI.org/go/3. It's also on our education page, which is NACHI.org/education. And then you scroll down on that page. So there's the URL. It's NACHI.org/go/3. And then our main education page that has all of our online training and education is on NACHI.org/education. So there you go. and we'll get back to the course. And so the next thing you want to think about is step one, right? Let's go over about a home-based inspection business. Most home inspection companies run out of their homes, out of their living rooms, which is great, until you start thinking about what that does, how does that tax your family, and what that does to limit your growth, your ability to grow. And so there's a few things you should consider before you begin operating your home inspection business location. And there's a few things on how that affects your business plan. We'll talk about that later. And there are advantages to having your home inspection business operating out of your home, and there are some disadvantages. Chapter 4 goes over one of the steps, second step. It's choose a business location, and if you're going to, let's say, operate out of your home, great. But if you don't, there are a lot of things that you should consider, especially zoning laws and ordinances, when you operate out of your home. And when you operate out of an office and you're going to hire someone, or even just yourself, it should be a safe place to go. If you have office staff, you should try to pick an area that's business friendly and an area that is safe, right? So I think you all know that. And we talk about lease agreements and leasing commercial space as well, and all of the pros and cons of understanding that type of contract. And then the next thing is writing a business plan is one of the steps. And so writing a business plan is, for me, essential. And I learned that only after I stopped doing home inspections, right? And then I started several other businesses, and I decided that I needed to write a business plan. A business plan is essentially a blueprint for how to build a house, right? You know how to build a house? You take a look at the architectural plans, and it's a blueprint, right? Well, a business plan is a blueprint for your business on what to do, how to do it, when to do it, how much time and energy do you invest in that, and you're going to make mistakes in your business, but a business plan helps you make fewer mistakes and dumb ones, and allows you to also review where you're going. It's a pain in the butt to do a business plan, but it's a really good mental exercise. It forces you to think about how your business is going to be successful. And maybe you calculate it and it's not going to work out. I'd rather figure out that my business plan is not going to work before I spend precious time and energy and money into that business. So this is actually one of my business plans here. And there's a summary, there's a location, there's products and services. This is written a few years ago. There's a pricing structure. These are my services I'm going to provide. Here's my target market. My marketing and promotional plan. InterNACHI has a marketing department, and all they do is help our members with their marketing strategies. So you should contact our marketing department. Create a management plan. Who are the owners? Who's going to manage staff? Who's going to advise my business operations? Creating an operating plan, day-to-day operations, how things are going to take place, you know, who's responsible for what. There's some startup costs and financing, a balance sheet, beginning a balance sheet, a budget for the first year. It's very important. A lot of inspection companies go out of business within the first year. And there's a break-even analysis. There's some personal finance information. So we wrote that a couple years ago, and we still have that little business on the side. So it's essential to write a business plan. And it's no big deal because we show you how to do it. So every step of the way, every component of a business plan, You simply go one by one, slide by slide through the course, and the first step is to write an executive summary. It's very simple. The next one would be a mission statement. And every company should have a mission statement. And even InterNACHI has a mission statement. And we wrote it there. Well, there's an article about how to write one. And then there's InterNACHI's vision and mission statement. What is your company all about? And it keeps on going. And if you go through every slide, this forces you to think about your business plan and how it's going to be successful and how are you going to operate your business. And we'll even talk about the marketing and branding of your business and how you're going to position your services. The next step is choose a legal structure. So you have to figure out what type of corporation you're going to run. Is it going to be a sole proprietor? Is it going to be a partnership, limited liability, corporation? Probably many of you have already done this part, so you're doing great. Then choose a business name. This is Derek Jones from Ida Home Inspections, which is a great business name. For me, it was important to have a business name that would survive without me. So my inspection company was Peach Inspections, and I think my brother Nick thought of that one. And it was brilliant because we wanted to market ourselves to real estate agents and get quality leads from them and develop a relationship with real estate professionals. And the peach was kind of soft. You could bite into it. It was sweet. It was feminine. It wasn't masculine and hard. And most of my clients were families. A young couple just married moving into our home, or a couple with 1 or 2 children moving into a home. And I typically had female real estate agents at the home, and the wife or the spouse, female spouse of my clients, they came to the house. So we needed kind of like an effeminate front. So a peach is very soft and sweet. I also have been advising a couple of inspectors, and they've taken my advice to start Blueberry Inspections. That's a great business name. A lot of things you could do with the color. You could bring blueberries to the inspection. There's also Bumblebee Inspections. I think that's a fantastic name. Buzzing around, worker bees. There's a lot of things you can work with that. Yellow and gold colors. And you can bring a jar of honey to every inspection. So it's a lot of fun. There's a few advantages to naming your business that has nothing to do with your last name. So you may want to consider that. Hakeem says that he has written a business plan and he modifies it weekly. So that is a fantastic idea. The business plan is designed to be reviewed frequently to modify and adjust, right? It's a good idea. I'm just looking at some of the questions. It's a good idea to have your, oh, here we go. Peter says that it is a good idea to have your vehicle branded with your logo. It is. And actually, InterNACHI's marketing department designs magnets for your vehicle. It's customized, so we'll design or redesign your existing logo, or you could use your existing one, and then we'll design your vehicle magnet of any size, and we'll ship it to you. You're going to buy a vehicle magnet anyways. Might as well have it professionally designed. Don't download something from Microsoft Word and use it as a professional logo. It doesn't look good, and it's probably violating some kind of copyright law. I'm just looking at the other questions. Okay, those are good. All right, so we'll go back to the 17 steps of running a successful home inspection business. So choosing a name is very important. And then checking for trademarks is a good idea to see if anyone else has that. And the next step would be understanding the business laws and regulations. So there are regulations for small businesses, and you should know them so that you can also effectively market your services to your market area. And we talk about how to advertise and market your business. And one of the things that keeps popping up is home inspectors that come from another industry, like code inspections, and they market themselves as code certified or ICC certified. And there's a bit of a warning that our legal counsel provides. You really shouldn't advertise yourself as a code inspector if you are actually doing a home inspection. That sets your client's expectations improperly. And a few other things, particularly about how to email your clients. There are rules and regulations about the CAN-SPAM Act. The next step would be getting some assistance, some training, and some marketing. And there are these few things, URLs, that I want you to know about. To get all of InterNACHI's online courses, you visit nachi.org/education. And that's where all of our online courses are. And I can take you there. So we have free online inspector training and education. And if you're not a member, you could join for $499 for 1 year, for each year, annual, or $49 a month. And we have a lot of courses to choose from. So I'll scroll a little bit, scroll slowly, and take this course, for example, Structural Issues for Home Inspectors. That's on the left side column. There's a description of the course. And on the right side column, we have course approvals, and we have over 1,000 course approvals. So this one course is approved in Alaska, Alberta, Arkansas, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Indiana. So home inspectors in Massachusetts or New Hampshire or New Jersey can take this course, and it counts towards their CE or their certification. In Virginia, all of our online courses can be taken to become a certified, it's kind of like a licensed home inspector. So all of our courses are on the left, and the course approvals are on the right, and it just goes on for a very, very long time. Hundreds and hundreds of courses from which you can choose. nachi.org/webinar is where all of our webinars are, and nachi.tv is where all of our online training videos are. So you can go there and take any of our video courses, or you can just watch a video. So this is a video about septic inspections, and all of that is online and free. And talk about financing your business. You have to think about money and starting a home inspection business. Although a home inspection business, it's pretty cheap to start. We didn't have a whole lot of money way back when my wife and I started. You don't have to buy an infrared camera. You don't have to buy a blower door. You really need some essential tools. There's maybe a half a dozen essential tools, including a flashlight, an AFCI tester, a GFCI tester, some knee pads if you're crawling in a crawl space, but that's kind of dependent upon your area, and a ladder or binoculars. Remember, you don't have to get up on the roof to inspect, to perform a home inspection. You don't have to walk on any roofs. You're not required to do so, but you do have to inspect the roof as best you can. And so it's kind of affordable. It's an affordable business to get into. The real investment is your time and your energy. You have to take time and learn the technical aspects of performing a home inspection. But if you don't take any time in learning the business administration aspects, how to run the business, you'll probably not do well. You won't do as well as your competitors who have taken some kind of training, a business course. And so again, Both of those aspects, both of those courses are available through InterNACHI, and it's online and free to members. You can take we have a couple of business courses. We have a customer service and communications course. How you present yourself, how you communicate yourself to your clients, how you serve your clients the best that you can. That's a business course. We have a home inspection business course. We're going over that right now. And we also have all of the technical training that you need. And that's a significant cost to a lot of home inspectors who are starting out. How do I get trained? So I would recommend taking a look at InterNACHI, because we have all of our training online and free to members. So financing your business is very important. About using personal finances, we go over that step, and preparing financial statements and a balance sheet. Do you know what a balance sheet is? It's critical, really, to have a successful business. And then figuring out how your break even, how much money do you need to make in order to pay all the bills and break even. And you can figure that one out. Calculate pricing and billing seems to be the logical next step. What do you charge for your services? What do you charge your clients for your services? And we talk about how to price your services, and we talk about billable hours, figuring out how much you want to charge per hour, your billable hourly rate. And so your desired, you take your desired annual salary, you add your overhead, and then you add on top of that the amount of profit you want to make. This is a very simple calculation. Divide that by your annual billable hours, and that gets your hourly rate. That's how much you need to charge per hour. So here's an example, a very simple example, but it's kind of fun to go through. A lot of inspectors really don't think about this. They just look at the market, and they take a look at to the left and to the right and see what other inspectors are charging, and they charge the same. And that's not the best way to go about it. So let's say John wants to make $100,000 a year in salary, and that's his desired annual salary, gross income before taxes. And he figured out that his overhead is $25,000 a year. Now, overhead could be rent. It could be your insurance. It is actually. It's your rent if you're paying rent, insurance if you're paying insurance, if employees if you have employees, any expenses, your office expenses, your computer, and monthly fees, things like that. And so for John, his business needs to make a total of $125,000 to pay his salary and his overhead. Now John sets his profit margin at 20%. That's pretty reasonable. 20% of 125,000 is 25,000. Add that to the 125,000 that we have, and now it's 150,000. Now that's the target, right? Now John's business needs to make a total of 150,000. John plans to work 1 5-hour inspection job per day. That sounds pretty reasonable. I did my inspections in about 4, assuming 50 work weeks per year. That's 1,250 billable hours per year. So John takes 150,000 and divides that by his billable hours, 1,250, and the result is $120 per hour. That's the amount of money that John needs to make every hour, $120. I scheduled 2 inspections per day, every day. I did that for many years. I did 3 sometimes if I had a partner with me or an assistant. And I would schedule an 8 o'clock and a 12 o'clock job. And to get to my 8 o'clock, that means I had to leave my house sometimes at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. and get to my job early. And I did the roof inspection. So I could be driving at least an hour from 7 to 8. My inspection took about 2.5 hours, so that's 10:30, and then I needed 1.5 hour for writing the report or compiling the report summary. I did a summary, a 1 or 2 page summary of the inspection, identifying the major defects. And I did that for my client at the end of every inspection because I knew what my client needed. and I aligned my services to what my clients needed, and they needed to take action immediately after the inspection. They didn't necessarily need to know everything that I knew about the condition of the house. What they really needed and what they hired me for was information they got quickly at about 10:30 every day. And it was a list of things to go fix. And I had typically about a dozen defects that I found on every home. I don't care if it was a new home. I could find just about anything that was wrong with the house. Very confident. After you do this for a few years, you get very confident. So that was my hours, right? At about 11 o'clock, I'm thinking of leaving that place because I've got a 12 o'clock. That gives me 1 hour to get to the next one. And then again, 2.5 hours, I do my inspection, another half hour for the summary report, wrapping things up, getting paid, making sure my agreement was signed in the beginning. Sometimes you forget. And then I'll be home at about 4 o'clock. I would go to my office that we rented, that's a little overhead, $500 a month, and drop off my reports, download my reports, or we uploaded it to a server so that our clients could access it online. And then got my next morning's schedule and went home, and I was home at about 4 o'clock or 4:30. And I typically worked about 4.5 days a week, and that's how I scheduled my hours. So I knew if I wanted to do a radon test, I would have to make, our goal was to make about $125 an hour, no matter what we did, no matter where we were. If we were driving for an hour, we were going to have a billable hourly rate of $125 an hour. So if it took John 5 hours to start during the day, leave his home or his office, either way you want to fix it, think about it, door to door. If he worked 5 hours, then he needed to make $120, I believe the example was, an hour, in order to make enough money to pay for his overhead, his $100,000 salary before taxes, and his profit of 20%. It's a very easy, basic way to think about charging your fees. How do you price and bill your clients in order to make it? It's really a combination also of that and thinking about your market. So you just don't go in blindly. So you can go to inspectorseek.com, inspectorseek.com, SEEK.com, and type in your zip code and take a look around at your competitors, your friendly competitors. You type in your zip code and it makes a list of all of your inspectors that are around you. And you take a look at their websites because they do business online. The successful inspectors conduct business online with websites. And you see what they're charging and how they're branding their business. And you get an idea of how you position yourself. If everyone around you is charging $200 for an inspection and you need to bring home $500 an inspection because of this calculation, you either don't start your business or you figure out a way to beat your competitors by providing more value. And so your clients will see the value and pay for it. Instead of choosing the cheap inspector, they'll pay the one that provides the value. It's one of the things you have to do. It's a thought process. If you're going to run a successful business, you have to think about these things. You just don't jump in, look left and right, and say, I'm going to charge through $250, $300. Don't guess. Write a business plan. Take out the guessing. Try to think about what is actually going to work before you waste your time and money. Be successful. Being successful requires thought and making good, smart decisions, not huge, big ones, just smart little decisions every once in a while. This is one of my favorites. Using InterNACHI's inspection agreement. Let's show you that. So InterNACHI's inspection agreement is an electronic, customizable signable, I don't know if these are words, online agreement system. You have to have a contract in between you and your client, and you can customize this online inspection agreement that InterNACHI provides for free to our members. So we talk about contract basics, and we talk about InterNACHI standardized contracts. You have to have an agreement in writing, obviously, and online agreement systems are being used now. It's common to have an online agreement system, electronically signed agreement system. We have this system where you can customize all of your agreements. You start with a template that was designed by our legal counsel, InterNACHI's legal counsel, and then you take it and modify it so that it reflects your services and your ability to set your client's expectations, how you want to tell your client what you are agreeing to, your two parties are agreeing to. And you can also add state-specific things to your agreement. And it's totally customizable, and it's online, and it's an amazing free service. One of the things that I like is that when you send an agreement to your client and they read it and sign it, you are immediately notified that your client has signed the agreement, and you don't conduct the home inspection until that is done, right? You don't conduct a home inspection until you have an agreement signed. And then work on your branding, another one of my favorites. And branding is all about what you offer to your clients. Branding is about who you are and what you do, and marketing is about telling people who you are and what you do. And marketing is not advertising. In this course, we'll go through several ways to promote your business that are efficient and inexpensive. One of them is creating a website. You need a website, a basic, very basic website. And InterNACHI can help you with getting an InterNACHI certified website designed for you. We will design custom brochures, flyers, and marketing pieces. You need to network with other business owners. We have a message board and other ways to network with other home inspectors to see where you are, including events and chapters. Networking with real estate agents, we have marketing pieces so that you can reach out effectively to real estate agents. I have done that many times when I need to increase business. I typically focus on a very huge office of real estate agents, and they all have their favorite home inspector that they refer to, although they typically give their home buying clients an option of 3 to choose from, but they all have their favorite. But then I will go into a real estate office and I will present for about 5 minutes. I'll bring in peach pastries. I'll not waste their time. I'll respect their time. I won't kill them with a slideshow presentation, maybe a few slides, but I'll give them a lot of things that they can actually hold in their hand. And one of the things that I had them way back when, I gave them home maintenance books. I told my real estate agents, professionals who I was friends with, I gave each client a home maintenance book. I also passed out full color bound home inspection reports, probably more than I did business cards. That was my strategy, because I thought my home inspection reports were the best in the world, and they were essentially a fantastic flyer. The best business card you could ever pass out is your inspection report. So every day, at the end of the day, while I was done, probably after dinner, I would go down to my office, home office in my basement, turn on my computer, and work on my report narratives so that my inspection reports were easy to read and clear to understand and had lots of graphics and lots of photos. I even did videos. And that's one of the things that I used to market my business. And there's a few other ideas that we go over. We actually go over what is branding, marketing, and advertising. They're not the same. And then we help you develop your brand. Who are you? Why would I hire you instead of someone else down the road? Give me 5 reasons that I should hire you instead of the next inspector. That's really your elevator pitch. Why should I hire you at all? Your price. I want a really good inspection. This is the most important thing in my life. I'm going to buy my home. I'm not really price shopping. And as a home inspector, you never want to have a client that is price shopping. I typically say no to those clients. So, you have to go through this process of figuring out your brand. At InterNACHI, we provide free logo and marketing design. We will design your business logo, your new business logo. We'll redesign an existing logo. We'll design and customize your business cards, your flyers, your brochures, and all that design work is free. All you need to do is place an order, and you're going to do that anyways. So we have a portfolio that you can go to and take a look at. Take a look at the logos that we've designed. Let's see if this pops up for me. And it's at our marketing services page. And so we design these brochures. Let's see. Here's Home Shield. I kind of like that name a lot. And I love the logo. The logo we designed. The brochure, 3-fold color brochure we designed. It has the CPI logo, Certified Professional logo, Federal Registered Trademark. And we designed the business card. As you can see, the orientation is really cool. I think this is a fantastic business card. And other brochures and flyers. So that's what we do. And all this design work is free. And we see this radon tester. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can blow it up here. So we have these logos within the professionally designed marketing piece, with the radon tester and the mold. These are InterNACHI certified logos. So when you take our courses, you get a certification and a logo that represents that certification. And we have over 30 training and certifications available through InterNACHI. And we want everything to look the same. So your website, your business card, your brochure should all kind of look the same, so that the experience of your potential client when they're looking at your marketing pieces, they all have the same kind of feel and message. So Safe Investments, that's Nathan there. We designed his logo. We designed his flyer. That's his logo, actually. We used his logo. We designed his flyer. The color is the same as his website. We did a banner for him so that he can do events. We did his business card for him. SpecWorks, fantastic logo. That's a great logo we designed, if I may say so. That's a business card. And then there's a flyer that we designed. And it all looks the same. It all has that same feel. And that's what we can do. So if you're thinking about hiring your cousin or your nephew that is really good with computers, don't do that. Don't do that to your business, especially if you're new. Don't start off on the wrong foot. Start off on the right foot and have InterNACHI professionally design your marketing pieces. This is critical. This is the first thing people look at is your marketing. It's either your website. They're probably visiting your website in the middle of the night while you're sleeping. They're looking for a home to buy and a real estate agent to hire and a home inspector to hire. And they're looking at your website. So you have to have a fantastically designed logo that works with your brand. So we'll consult with you and work with your brand, who you are and what you do and how that's different for everyone else. We'll work with you on that. And then we'll design a logo. And then we'll design, and we can tweak it for you. And then we'll design all of your marketing. We would start with the business card, obviously. You should hand out at least 5 business cards a day. Even if you're doing 1 inspection that day, you should be handing out 1 to your client, home buyer, home seller, their agents, and the neighbor, and leave one on the kitchen table. That's 6. But don't just give one business card away. You never just give one business card away. What are you doing? You need to give 5. So when you hand over a business card, when you have an opportunity, an open door to hand over a business card that was professionally designed by InterNACHI's marketing team for free, you hand over 5. Why? Well, they're going to hand out. They got to get rid of those. They don't want to hold 5. They have to hand them to somebody, right? They'll put them in the pocket, and the next time they see somebody, they'll hand your business card out for you. Let me take a look at my questions here. Oh, I'm sorry, the text screen is blurry. I'm sorry about that. Could be me or your connection. No one's asking any further questions. Cool. Ask questions. Ask away. And so here are some questions that help you develop your brand, right? We have those. Oh, here's the certifications that we have to offer. There's over 30 that we have, those certifications, and each certification comes with a logo. And you work on your marketing, right? And here's an exercise. Make a list of everything that you used to promote your business. Oh, sorry. I forget sometimes to share my screen. So here's a list. Make a list of everything you use to promote your home inspection business. This could include things like business cards, flyers, brochures, website, blogs, advertisements, homeowner newsletters. By the way, InterNACHI has a homeowner newsletter totally customized by you for every one of your clients, and it's free. Home maintenance books, social media, leave behind letters, etc. And just write down everything you do to market your business, to promote your business. You should at least have a business logo, a tagline, a phone number, a website, and an email address. An email address with a domain that is of your company. So mine was Ben@Peach Inspections. My email address now is ben@internachi.org. Imagine me sending you an email that is ben@Yahoo, right? You don't want that. No Yahoos, no MSN.coms, nothing like that. Invest in the small fee and get a real domain, a real website, and a real email address. Here's some business card information about handing out at least 5 a day. Here's that inspection decal, vehicle decals. We design those decals. Make sure you wear your ID badge, your InterNACHI ID badge. We have emblems. We have a coloring book for children who show up at your inspection report, at your inspection, so you can give the clients' children some coloring books to work on while you're doing your inspections, and they're all about, obviously, home inspections. A client satisfaction survey, and there's 7 very fantastic reasons why you should use a survey. One of them is it helps limit your liability. And there's a homeowner newsletter that's customized by you. We have 5 years worth of a free monthly homeowner newsletter, and it's all about maintaining the home after your clients move in. It's all about, now that you've had your home inspection, what do you do with your home? You maintain it, and you can customize the homeowner newsletter based upon your client's needs and the condition of the home. So there's a lot of things that we have available. Let's see. We even have a home maintenance inspection. That's an additional revenue stream for home inspectors. We think that every home should be inspected every year. And we talk about websites and social media too. And then conducting business online. So it's much more than just having a website. It's about blogs, it's about social media, it's about search engine optimization, it's about how you interact with potential customers, how you promote your business. We talk about websites, about emails, sending out emails, very important, and how do you do it properly. Talking about newsletters. You invested an incredible amount of time and energy to gain that client. Why are you getting paid at the end of the inspection, shaking their hand and leaving? You invested so much money just to get that client. They could be hiring you again and again every year. If your client has a flat roof, that roof should be inspected twice a year, before winter and after winter in cold climates. That's where I came from. I'm in Colorado now, I was in Pennsylvania. A flat roof needs to be inspected at least twice a year. And how do you do that? Well, you keep in contact with the client base that you have. Send them all a newsletter about, here's what's going on. Here's some information about your home that I recorded a while back. And now so let's say you go through the home and you find that you have a roof problem and a GFCI problem and the hot water tank is leaking. Well, this customized newsletter that you send out to your clients that InterNACHI provides for you, the first few issues, Shazam, covers how to maintain your roof, how to hire an electrician to fix the GFCI because it's an important safety issue, and how to find problems with your hot water tank and how to replace it. So it's about customizing the information that you send to your clients for years and years to come, so that when they move again or when they are at a party talking to their friends about the fantastic experience that they had with their home inspector, they can refer back, because it's on their minds, because you send them monthly newsletters. They can refer back to, oh, that great inspector, he just sent me some information about GFCIs, and for sure that just broke today. You know, it'll work for you. But the worst thing that you could do is just leave your client base on their own. You know, most homeowners have no idea how to maintain their home, and you are the perfect resource to educate them. Let's go back. Hope you're having fun. It's a lot of information that we're going through, but a lot of people ask me to go slowly. I usually talk very fast and blow through a lot of information, so I've been told to go slower, and so I'm trying to slow down. We also talk about, in this course, home inspection course, about blogging and social media. It's very easy to set up a business page, a Google page, a business Facebook page. We talk about websites and SEO. Message boards are really important, and internet lead generation. So those two things InterNACHI does for free. We generate quality leads for our members. And so all of this online business information is available through this course. We talk about Facebook, Twitter, and more, like YouTube and Google+. We talk about website builders, how to hire them to build your website, a little guidance about designing an effective website. We even talk about website color. There's different types of color that you should use to help brand your business and help design your feeling of the feeling that your clients have when they land on your website or take a look at your inspection report. Has a lot to do with color and design and website images. So there's a lot of things about conducting online business. And then we have a course just on customer service and communication, because like it or not, your clients are out there and they're talking about you, and we want them to say great things. Usually when a person has a bad experience, they will talk a lot. But if you take this customer service course, you will fully understand the importance of providing great customer service, because word-of-mouth marketing is happening all around you all the time, and you might as well try to figure out how to get your clients to be that free sales force out there talking good things about you. We provide training on how to hire employees and grow your business. And delegation is the key. You're probably doing something tomorrow that you could delegate down to someone else that would charge maybe $10 to $15 to $20 an hour to do, right? We did a little test. Jim Michaels from Colorado did a test. He called 100 home inspectors in his area to see if they answer the phone, and only 5 did. The rest of them had a wrong number. It rang without no voicemail, or the voicemail was full, or there was some kind of problem. So if you wanted to have fantastic, there we go, sorry. So if you wanted to delegate down something in your home inspection business to allow you to do what you're really good at, managing your business and growing it and being successful, have somebody answer the phone. Just have somebody answer the phone. If you have somebody answer the phone for you, just take a message down, even that. They don't have to schedule anything. Just actually answering the phone and taking a message down has incredible. That potential client isn't going to go anywhere until you return that phone call. So if you call someone, call a home inspector. Do your own test. Call 10 home inspectors in your area. See what they do. See if they actually answer the phone. The way to get up on your competition, to have a competitive advantage, is to simply have someone answer your call. And there are phone answering services all over. Or you can hire somebody that you know. So growing your business requires delegation, and delegation is the key. And we talk about hiring, withholding taxes, all that legal stuff. We have a chapter on filing and paying your taxes and determining your federal tax obligations and determining your state tax obligations. And we have links to go out to the Small Business Administration. And we have a chapter on building your business and hiring inspectors, because that's where you want to be. You don't want to do home inspections. You want to be a successful business owner who happens to do home inspections. And the last step is to get legal help, or to have at least legal experts to go to from time to time as your business grows. And also a CPA would be a good idea too. So that is the home inspection course that we have online, and it's at, let's see if I can get back to that one page. And it's at nachi.org/go/3. And all of our training is at nachi.org/education. And if you wanted to join InterNACHI or get more information about joining, it's at nachi.org/join. And there's another URL. If you wanted to know about everything that InterNACHI provides for you to be a successful home inspector, it's at nachi.org/everything. And there's one more URL that I want to show you. It's nachi.org/roof. And I'd like to take you there now. So I'll type that in. Let's see if I can screen share properly. So that's at nachi.org/roof. And this is an InterNACHI and Owens Corning Roof Data Technician program. And it's a national program that we're currently running. And it's another revenue stream for InterNACHI members across the United States. And it's only in the US. And we have 9 upcoming events, because we're expanding the program, the current program, to include Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Georgia, Ohio, Illinois, Missouri, and Oregon. And we have 3 events scheduled in June, the first week in June. First one's in Houston, Texas on Monday, June 2nd. The next one's in Dallas, Texas, on Tuesday, June 3rd. So if you're in Texas and you want to get involved with this program, I'll tell you more about it in just a moment. Or if you're in Louisiana and New Orleans, near New Orleans, come on down for an event. And the Owens Corning Roof Inspection Program is all about Owens Corning hiring InterNACHI members all across the United States to perform roof data collections, roof inspections. You go up on the roof, you measure the roof, you take pictures of the roof and how the roof is installed, and you extract 2 shingles, and you put those shingles in a box and ship them. And each job that Owens Corning hires you to do takes about 30 to 45 minutes, and the pay is about $100 to $140, depending on the distance and difficulty of the job. And the program is all over the country, but in these 9 areas we're expanding and getting more InterNACHI members to see if they want to participate. So you have to be an InterNACHI member to participate in this program, the Owens Corning Roof Inspection Program. You don't have to be a certified home inspector, but you do have to be a member of InterNACHI, because we train you on specific courses specific to the program. So you have to be a member of InterNACHI, and you can join InterNACHI for $49 a month. So look for those events coming to an area near you. And those, we have more events coming up, and I'll show you those cities. So that's Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, and then coming up soon, Little Rock, Arkansas, Atlanta, Georgia, Toledo, Ohio, Chicago, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, Eugene, Oregon. And all of these are free events. I'll be there. We'll have a lot of door prizes and give outs, and we'll talk about the program, answer your questions, tell you how much revenue or money opportunities there are. This is a great program if you wanted to start in the inspection business and get a couple jobs here and there. It also fills in a lot of gaps, in between gaps. If you don't have a job scheduled for a particular day, you may scoop up on one of these Owens Corning roof warranty claim collections. So it's kind of like that type of program. And it's free to members. So all of the training is free, all of the materials are free, the shingles, the sealant, the nails, all that's free. You just have to be a member of InterNACHI. So come out to those events. And if you need more information, I want to share with you my contact information. And my contact information is, that's our main contact page. So go to nachi.org/contact, and you'll find all of our staff there, including me, and my contact. And my main email address is, that didn't come out very well. Let's try this, a little smaller. So it's ben@internachi.org. So you can email me with any questions that you have regarding just about anything that has to do with home inspections. And so Mike, he likes the coloring book. That we have a couple coloring books you can download for free. You download them and print them out, and you can bind them and professionally have them done if you want to. But you can hand them out to your clients who have children. You can order them, and I think it's an awesome way to show. Don't hand them out secretly. Make a big deal out of it. Here's some coloring books. Make sure you hand them out to your your clients so they can give them to their children, obviously. But make sure the homeowner knows and their agents, and even put it on your website as a marketing piece. Something that distinguishes you from your competition, taking care of the kids while you're doing business. Let's see. Does InterNACHI provide DNS or hosting services? No. We have a the one thing we do have is we have partnerships with just about every vendor in the industry, and they have agreed to provide exclusive discounts to InterNACHI members. So let's say you're deciding on a home inspection software. Our partners, who are our vendor partners who have software, provide exclusive deals to members only. You can't beat the deals. You can't find these deals anywhere else. If you're a member of an association, let's say, you can't get the deal that we can get, InterNACHI can get. Does InterNACHI provide? Nope. Would you suggest any other organizations to join? Yep. There is the International Association of Indoor Air Consultants. I think that's what it is. International Association of Certified Indoor Air Consultants. IAC2.org. IAC2.org. That's another association to join. If you're doing anything that has to do with indoor air, so all home inspectors have something to do with indoor air, because even when you are not within the scope of doing a mold inspection, boy, if you see mold or if you smell, you can smell mold or moisture intrusion, right? When you go into a crawl space and it's not ventilated and there's some kind of ground, maybe there's no vapor barrier, right? And there's exposed dirt in the crawl space. You can just feel that as a home inspector. You get to use the, or if you go in the crawl space, in the attic space, and there's no ventilation, but there was maybe a roof leak. You can even tell getting up in the attic space when there's a roof leak in the attic. You just feel it. So join the IAC2.org group. Just want to go. Mike asks, regarding roof inspections, a lot of members here in Alberta go directly on the roof, while quite a few others do not. Our standards state we do not have to go on the roof. InterNACHI Standards of Practice for Home Inspectors does not require home inspectors to go up on the roof. It requires them to inspect the roof from either the eaves, like from a ladder, or from the ground, or describe the restriction to your inspection. My question is, what are the liabilities should an inspector fall off? Well, don't hurt your client on the way down. That's just a joke. Don't go on a roof if you're not trained to be on a roof. I built homes. Before I became a owner and operator of a successful home inspection business, I built homes with my own hands. So I had to be up on a roof. I was very comfortable being up on a roof. I then took that and exceeded the standards of practice to benefit my business. And I distinguished myself. I beat my competitors because I marketed the heck that I carried a ton of ladders. I carried a 40-foot aluminum ladder, a 28-foot fiberglass ladder, a 12-foot aluminum ladder, and a step ladder. No matter what, I'm getting up on the roof. And I was trained and very comfortable in doing it. I didn't get up on every roof, but I got up on most. And I was successful in doing that. Don't get up on a roof. You're not required to. Always be safe. Marcus asks, can I only use an InterNACHI design logo as a member? No. So I gave an example of Nathan from Safe Investments. He had his own logo designed, and then he came up to the office. He visited us, and we helped him design everything else. We helped him think about the colors on his website, his business card we designed. I believe we designed his brochure, and then we did a banner, a full-size 7-foot banner that he stood during presentations. Can you type in that URL? Sorry, there's a few URLs that I went through. Just email me and I can send you what you are looking for. So Mike again asks, upon completing the inspection and summary is left, do you provide the clients with a copy of the now you've had? Yeah. So at the end of the inspection report, that's my opportunity to really shine, to summarize what I've done. I give them the 20-minute summary, and I print out 3 copies of the summary. I have one, my client has one, and my client's agent has one, so that they can work on it. And we go through line by line, and instead of just leaving them to read it, interpret it on their own, which is kind of scary for my clients, I read it for them, tell them what is wrong with the house, and then we actually go and look at it if they haven't already seen it. And they probably have already seen it, because let's say I'll do a system. I'll do a system like the foundation system. I'll inspect the entire system, foundation system, in one fell swoop, you know. And then if I find a crack, a foundational crack, I may be doing another system later, bump into my client who's not following me. They sometimes peel off after the first hour. They get kind of bored because I talk and talk and talk. But they want to measure rooms and look at paint colors and things like that. And then I'll bump into them and I'll tell them, oh, I found a foundation crack. It is a problem, needs to be fixed, epoxy ejection, some recommendations, and then I'll bring them down if they want to see it themselves. I'll tell them that it's in the report in detail with photographs and video, and I'll also put it in the summary. And then I'll make them, I'll be sure that they understand what I found. And that really happens in different ways. Like I approach it with detail while I'm doing the inspection, and then I revisit it in a summary type of fashion. So I go back and forth. I can think of it as washing. I make sure that the house has been washed with a really good inspection, thoroughly, throughly. I've been through the home, and I've summarized that for my client. And then, because I'm only printing out 2 pieces of paper maybe as a summary, there's no weight. So I add a home maintenance book to literally add physical weight to my inspection report, my summary report. But not just that. Then I get a binder. I wish I had one here in the office. And the book itself is punched, and my report I punch. You know, when I print out a report, it's on 3-hole paper, and then I stick it in a binder, a 1/2-inch binder, and then it looks really good. And there's many different binders you can buy. And now I'm really giving them a lot of information. And then I stick the copy of the agreement there that I printed out, the signed agreement, and any other things that I put in there, and you know, about signing up for my newsletter, and some other things like other services that they can hire me for after they move in. We can talk about that later, and it's in the marketing chapter of our home maintenance, home business course. Let's see. Thank you, Ben. Which course is the structure? All right. Lobbying. Business structure is best for business. Criterion selecting. Master group lawyers. That's about it. All right. So I think that's all of your questions. Commercial inspection. Oh, does InterNACHI have courses? Let's see what this is. Mike, again, Mike. Commercial inspection courses. Does InterNACHI have courses dealing commercial real estate, and what are the primary differences between the home inspection course and the commercial course? Right. So InterNACHI has 2 standards that are similar but different. There's a home inspection standards of practice, and there's a commercial inspection standards of practice. And in the commercial standards of practice for inspecting commercial properties is very different than the home inspection course, in that the whole idea of doing a commercial inspection is to get to the point where you're not doing the inspections. You are hiring out experts to work for you. You become a manager, an assembler of information. So when I did commercial, I did light commercial, mom and pop, pizza shops, dentist office, things like that. No, nothing really big. A couple garages, warehouses, but nothing industrial. So, you know, smaller than heavy industrial, but a mom and pop shop. I would hire experts, and I put that in my bid, you know, so I can still make profit and pay the overhead and pay my subcontractors. I'd hire an electrician, hire an HVAC professional, And sometimes I would hire the roof inspector, because commercial property roofs are very different sometimes than a residential roof. They're completely different animals. So I would hire those three. Everything else I could do on my own. I could run water, flush toilets, open, look for moisture intrusion, things like that. And then I'd have those experts do the inspection, do the reports, and send them to me. And I assemble that information, and I summarize that information for my client. And all of that work, as being an assembler for doing commercial property inspections, is listed and described as a guide in the commercial standards of practice that InterNACHI has developed. So that is at nachi.org COMSOP, COMSOP, nachi.org/COMSOP. And if you can't remember that or can't figure that out, just email me. But we do have standards for everything. We even have the International Mold Inspection Standards, right? We have a radon course, how to perform radon measurements. We have standards for performing pool and spa inspections. It goes on and on. So we have developed standards standards or guides or checklists for every type of inspection that you need. Let's see, Mark. My home inspections average 3.5 hours. Awesome. You mentioned you average 2.5 hours. Yep. What are some areas you skim on to speed up your inspection process? I don't skim on anything. I don't do the roof. I just guess. No. I don't skim on anything. What I do is if I were doing inspections now, I would do it on this device, my iPhone, or my iPad. I had a tablet. I used a tablet way back when. I used a Dell Axiom little personal device. Anything mobile is the point. And so when I did an inspection, I would go up on the roof. I'd do the roof the first thing, because I'd get there early before my client. And my client's not coming up on the roof with me. So that's the one system where I don't want my client over my shoulder. And when I come down from my ladder, I've got something to say, because my client is typically right there at the bottom of the ladder waiting for me to say something about the roof. And so that's when that is their first impression. When you are a potential buyer, imagine you hired a home inspector, never met him before, you pull up in the driveway of your dream home, and there he is, or she is, up on the roof doing your inspection. So my first impression just blew my competition away. So it was about effectively doing a really great inspection for my clients, and also at the same time blown my competition away. So I didn't skim on anything. What I did was, when I was done with the roof inspection, before I got on the ladder to get down, my report of that section was done. It was written, because I had a mobile device, and all of my inspection photos were taken already, and everything was commented on. And when I got down on my ladder, I'm going to start my exterior. I get my mobile device out. I'm on the exterior system. I go around, and by the time I walk into the house to get to the next system, which was heating, I was done with the exterior report. I typed in. If my client wanted to follow me everywhere, I would ask for 5 minutes. May I please have a few minutes? I'm going to type in my comments before I forget them, and then we'll go on to the next system. And they'd be like, wow, yeah, sure, great. And they would look at my mobile device and turn around and go to their real estate agent, wow, this is a great inspector. Yeah. So I think mobile devices help me write great reports, but it would actually force me to look at everything. If you have a mobile device and you refuse to do the next system without writing everything in the system that you just inspected, right? Because you have that ability, I can't imagine how you can make a mistake. If you follow the InterNACHI standards of practice for performing a home inspection, it's all written right there on what you are supposed to inspect. And if you are holding a mobile device that directly reflects the standards of practice tells you what to inspect, and your mobile device tells you what to inspect, what to fill in, you can't mess up. So, and always work on your inspection reports. So mobile devices really speed up the inspection. And then secondly, if you don't know what you're doing, you need training. And so you need training to know what you're doing, so you're not stumbling on figuring out what is going on during the inspection. And then practice talking and inspecting at the same time. That helps too. But if you can talk and inspect at the same time, that's fantastic. A lot of inspectors inspect, maybe write their report, get kind of confident figuring out what to say, and then get their client, and they go through the whole system again. You're doing twice, right? Me, I wanted my client with me because I know I had another inspection to do, and we got to get moving here, people. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm inspecting while I'm inspecting it. And it was kind of fun because I would discover things right with them. Like, wow, look at that, So it was a lot of fun. So inspecting while talking is another way to speed up the process. You're welcome. You're welcome. A lot of people saying good webinar. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Courses are great. Thank you. Any more questions? Sorry. Here we go. Mike. Oh, it's same Mike. Ben, you have an URL to a webinar you hosted with several home inspection software vendors. Can you provide this one more time, please? Yes. That's great. Thank goodness you're here, Mike. I wouldn't have anybody to talk to. NACHI.org / where do you think the webinars are? Yep. So it's NACHI.org / you go there and you'll find, let's see if we want, let's just go there. Okay, so NACHI.org. So I'm typing in that URL. You can't see it because it's kind of small. NACHI.org / webinar. And here's the most recent webinar. This is going to change tomorrow because the most recent webinar will be this one, or our Google Hangout. Upcoming webinar, we don't have that scheduled quite yet. And here's the recordings of past webinars. That's where you want to go. So you click that link. It comes to a page where you can subscribe to our newsletter. You better do that so you don't miss anything. And then we have all of these YouTube videos. And they're slowly loading because there's like probably 50 here. And if you scroll down, there it is. Cutting edge, oh no, sorry, that was just home gauge, one before it. Inspection software throwdown. And we had Dominic from Home Inspector Pro. This is a fantastic software. Carl from 3D Inspection Software. I love his software. George Wells, everyone knows George Wells has a fantastic software. And Russell from HomeGauge. So thank goodness I'm not in the inspection business anymore because when I was in the inspection business, there wasn't, none of these guys were around. Maybe one or two of them, but I didn't know them. So they're all really good. That's why I had them all on this webinar, to try to get them to kind of compete and show their best features of their software. So if there were any software providers that I would recommend, it'd be these three fellas right here: Dominic, Carl, George, and Russell from HomeGauge. I really don't have a personal preference. So I think the one that provides an InterNACHI benefit that is exclusive to InterNACHI members, that is better than all the rest, that's the one I would prefer. The vendor that takes care of my InterNACHI members, that's the one I prefer. All right, so there's that. Did you ever use Home Inspector Pro software? No. So back then, I'm an old guy. I actually started with paper and pencil checklists, not letter size, but legal size stuff. NCR forms, white, yellow, and pink, right? And you rip it off and you staple it together and give it to your client. That's how I started off. Yeah, $199 with a $20 gift certificate. I would do a home inspection for $179 on legal size paper, and I wrote with a pencil. So I was, and you know, that's way back when. And then they invented the internet and computers and things. So I've never used Home Inspector Pro software as a business, as a home inspector, but I certainly know all the a lot of the features of it, and it's amazing how fast you can upload. For example, there's one feature is how fast you can upload 300, 400, 500 pictures that you took during your inspection into the software. So Home Inspector Pro has a little button that goes and it uploads in a second hundreds of digital pictures. That's important to me. Might not be important to you, but it's important to me because I personally take about 300 to 500, maybe even more, pictures per inspection. And we can go over why I do that some other day. A lot of software. Which is the most user-friendly inspection software? The one that I don't know. I was going to say the one that is easier to use for you, and really it's one of the most important decisions you make as a home inspector, because you're going to be stuck with this software for probably your entire career. Because once you learn a software, the ins and outs, you're going to be stuck on that boat. So I would say probably, I don't want to say for sure, but I think all of the vendors have some kind of free trial. You can try it out. If they don't, you just ask, and then see what they say, see if they're user-friendly, and try it out. Try a little bit of it. Taste that software for a little bit somehow on the weekends, after work, at night. Don't watch TV. It's a waste of your time and energy. Try out some software, and if you'll feel it, if it's easy for you to use, then yeah, use that. I like the mobile devices. I prefer that kind of stuff. So one that works really well and easily on a mobile device, that's the one I'm shooting for. And way back when, in 2000, I was shooting video. So I had to do something with those videos. I used to burn them to a CD, then a USB. So if your software does something with video, I personally believe that home inspections are going to eventually move towards a video-based type of inspection, where you're not just taking digital pictures, but you're taking a lot of video. That was okay. Good time. You're welcome. All right. Cool. All right. Are we all done? All right. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Go back now to your family or your friends and relax for tomorrow's inspection. And I'll see you later. Call me or email me if you need anything. Bye.